Hey guys, Denise Gossett here. Okay, so I got an email asking me how I prep my auditions. Well, the first thing I do is I read the entire script. If you can get a hold of the entire script, please do, because it will give you so much more to work with. And if your character is somewhat substantial, you'll be able to see how other people talk about that character, what they think about that character, how they interact with that character. Um, so read the whole script if you can. And I like to first read it once just to read it for enjoyment. And then I like to go through it again and mark things like, okay, so this character said to someone else that she's a liar. Well, we don't know if that's true or not. This is what that character believes. So you got to kind of compile it all and be a little bit of a detective and see if you can figure out which traits are really true. I like to write it out too. It helps me to memorize the lines and it helps them to kind of just go in. So I like to write it out at least once, maybe several times. I have a collection of questions that I've collected through the years from different acting coaches and teachers of the things to ask, like where are you, when is it, who are you with, is this your turf or is this someone else's turf, are you in public or private, what time of day, where, when, what do you want, who's stopping you from getting what you want, all those typical actor questions. So I go through and I'll answer all those and I write them out. I learned to analyze the name. What does the name mean to you? What kind of person do you think would have that name? Can you break that name down? Is there an actual word in that name? Because there's a lot of fun in that. Oh, and the title of the project. Analyze the title. So many titles have like a second meaning. So sometimes they'll have, the typical first meaning. Then there's a deeper meaning to the title. So I do all that. Then I start to think about how would she dress? How would she do her hair, her makeup? I start to kind of think of her as a whole package. And then I'll read through the scene several times. Sometimes I'll tape myself just to kind of get an idea. Because it's amazing when you watch something back, you might go, oh, no, I should have said the line this way. So then when you're prepared for your audition, you will actually say it the way you really think it should sound. So basically that's about it. Sometimes I'll record them and go on a walk and listen to them because something about being physical and hearing helps you to memorize easier. At least it does for me. So sometimes I'll do that too. And if I have several days before the audition or to tape, I'll just work on it a little bit every day until I feel comfortable enough. But the biggest thing is to memorize if you can, because then you can truly work on the acting. Or sometimes, here's my little secret, if I'm in a pinch, I'll put up cue cards. If I'm self-taping and there's tons of dialogue, I'll put up cue cards on the lines that I'm having trouble memorizing. And that way I can just kind of look over, grab it, and I don't have to worry about what's my line, and I can focus on who she is instead. So there you go. Thanks for the email. If you have any more questions, please let me know.